Hello everyone, I'm back with another face-up video. While I'm showing you some of the supplies I used, I'll tell you about this doll. She's a very special doll that I'm making for the holidays. With the holidays coming up, I thought I would make a little Christmas elf. And also, I recently reached 20K followers on Instagram, so I'm doing a 20K giveaway. So to enter, you'll need to follow me on Instagram, but you can also take some other steps to get some additional entries. So I'll leave the information on how to enter in the description box below. And good luck to everybody who joins. And thank you so much to everyone who is subscribed here on YouTube and everyone who is following me on Instagram. I'm just overwhelmed with the kindness and support and fun that we have as a doll crafting art community. So thank you. I'm very excited to give this doll away, and I'll put her together with some other items for a little giveaway box. So again, more information on that in the description box below. And back to the video. So here I'm showing some of the products that I used. Most of them I use in many of my other doll videos, but here I'm using a Pearl X in Flamingo Pink for some shimmer. And I'm using these Faber Castell. I recently went to the craft store and found that they had some open stock Faber Castell watercolor pencils. As you can see, they were $1.49 US. And so I picked up a bunch of colors that I didn't have or that were not similar to many of the other pencils that I have. And I used these four in particular for this doll. I've used the Faber Castell Aqua Grip, I think it's called, before, and I love to use the black in that, but I've never used this particular kind. I also used these three Caran d'Ache Museum Aquarelle pencils in this white and green and sort of like a terracotta. And then I used these few Derwent watercolor pencils in some various greens and a red and a black. And again, my favorite Aquarelle or Aqua Grip, Art Grip, whatever it's called, Faber Castell pencil. And then the sealers that I use pretty much on all my face-ups are the Mr. Super Clear UV Cut and the Liquitex Gloss Varnish for the eyes and lips. So I started out with a few coats of Mr. Super Clear, letting them dry a few minutes in between. And I've started adding white, it's been a while now, but the first thing I do is do a base of white on the eye, and it seems to brighten up the colors and not have them muddy up so quickly when you start adding the eye color in. And then I do the black over top, like the lash line, to give it some shape, and then I start laying in the color. So this one I'm making her have some, I wanted sort of a green, like a lime green eye, but I added various colors of green. And then here I'm adding the dots for the pupils, just to kind of get an idea of which direction she'll be looking. I wanted her to kind of look to the side and up. And then just, like I said, I add various colors. I used a few shades of green and then some of that like terracotta color to add just some different dimension to the eyes. I'm using my favorite pan pastel in red for the lips, and then I'm going to blend it out with this colorless blender, which I love. The paintbrush I'm using is, it's just a small paintbrush, and then I cut it so that it's more like a little mini blush brush. It works really well on just adding little details. Kind of gone eraser crazy lately. I've been trying this Tombow little mini eraser, and it works pretty well, but I think my favorite is still the pencil sharpener, or the erasers that can be sharpened with a pencil sharpener, because you can get a really good point on them. So just defining that shape with a red, I think it's like crimson red Derwent watercolor pencil. I've tried so many watercolor pencils lately. I really like these Faber Castell, but I think that I keep going back to Derwent. Nothing really compares to the recent video I did, sort of a review on the Caran d'Ache watercolor pencils, the Museum Aquarelle, and really nothing compares to those. Those are just amazing, but they're just, you know, kind of high end and too expensive to use all the time. So I think my favorite, just in general, is the Derwents. So I'm just adding some shading around the eyes. I mixed some pinks together. And just defining the shapes. And as I go along, I keep adding the white in the eye and layer that pretty heavily. So several layers, just to make sure that the white doesn't fade out. It takes a few layers for it to really show up well. So once I add in all the shading and define all the shapes, and I'm happy with the results, I seal it again with Mr. Super Clear about 3 times and give some gloss varnish to the eyes and lips, and then add the eyelashes. So if you have any questions, please leave it in the description box below, or in the comment section below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and you can follow my work on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, DeviantArt. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love it if you could click that subscribe button. All the products that I used are in the description box below. And if you enter the giveaway, best wishes. I wish I could give one of these to everybody who likes my work, but occasionally I'll do one of these giveaways, and I'm excited about this one because this is a kind of a special holiday doll. So good luck to everybody who enters, and thank you again for liking, subscribing, watching. I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks so much. Bye.